my name is Brit. I am another lost millennial, and welcome to my channel. It is January, first week of January. It is a gorgeous, cloudy day here in central Arizona. I garden in zone 9A, B, kind of borderline both. I just spent about 30 minutes fertilizing my whole garden. I bought a cool little device to attach to the hose and it was fantastic. It only took me like 30 minutes compared to 2 hours like it took me last time in the spring. So there's a lot going on in my garden. It may not look like it, but I'd love to have you come and take a little tour of my garden. All right, so this is my little garden in central Arizona, zone 9A, borderline 9B. Basically, like 5 minutes down the road is 9B, but online it says I'm in 9A. Anyway, I digress. I have 3 full beds. The inside of the bricks is 4 feet by 8 feet, and then this one's like 4 feet by whatever because it's rounded. I have 2 cattle panel arch trellises, and I have 2 cattle panel flat trellises in the back. I also have 2 more of these big ones for the arches, uh, cattle panels that I can use to make more arches if I so desire. I don't know where to put them. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Okay, how about we start right here in the most filled and chaotic. This thing is not, I don't know how to use this yet, but this is technically my son's bed, or as I have told him, it is his bed. I kind of turned this into my semi-goth bed. I have these beautiful black magic petunias that I picked up at a fall plant sale back in September, and they are so happy. And I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to deadhead them or not, but oh, they're so pretty. Whoops. My son's little uh, fairy garden. He, for some reason, wanted to do it on the bricks and not in the actual bed. He even found that owl and put it there. Okay, so what do we have in here besides the black magic petunias? Well, I have, ooh, I have some ranunculus. They are salmon ranunculus, I believe. I can't remember. I've got some miscellaneous carrots. The birds have just destroyed my fall winter garden this winter. They came in here and they took like all the carrots and lettuce seeds and radishes and beets that I put down. This plant, this little guy and this little guy are all chamomile that I started from seed and transplanted out into this bed. This bad boy is getting destroyed by some caterpillars. I found 4 just this morning when I was, or earlier when I was fertilizing, but this is a gorgeous purple cauliflower. Not sure what the name of almost any of my plants are at this time. I can't remember. This is my absolute favorite. This is a purple broccoli. it does need to be pulled. It's huge. This is the first time I've gotten a broccoli to, come to fruition and give me anything. And the fact that it's a huge purple um, head is just, okay, this thing's not going to work. Sorry, I had to switch. This is another broccoli. This one's just a green one. This probably needs to be harvested as well. It's kind of loose down here. Not as big as the purple one, but it is giving a lot. This one has all these little offshoots. I cut off 4 the other day for me and my son to eat, and they were so good. I've got these Black Prince snapdragons that I started from seed. Hopefully they'll grow up. As you can see, I have random little carrots everywhere. Not sure what kind, because I've thrown out like 6 different packets at this point, and the birds have just demolished them. A little nasturtium down here, as well as another snapdragon. I don't remember what this one was, but I have this one. There's one on that corner, and there's one right here that I picked up from the fall plant sale from a guy out in Mesa or Gilbert called John's Plant Adventures on Instagram. Did plant some snap peas here. I believe these are all the sugar magnolia, the purple ones, but these are not happy. I think that the broccoli and cauliflower have just taken all of the nutrients from these ones. So I just fertilized. We'll see if it gives us anything, but that's okay. I do have a couple of little French breakfast radishes down here. I have some red lettuce that survived somehow. And then I have this little pot where we start. There is a parsley plant in here. That's parsley. All of this is calendula. And then I have some nasturtiums that I'm hoping will trail over once it starts, maybe in the next month. And I believe this is cilantro. And then my other bed, or not other bed, my other pot with this cute little hummingbird and flower that was my grandfather's. All of my little decor pieces were my grandfather's. They were in his smoking area. That's also his little table. I just painted it pink. They were all in his little smoking area, and I kept them. They don't smoke, but these meant something to him and made his little personal space happy. So I love having them here. Over in this one, I have more calendula, more nasturtium, more cilantro. I have a chamomile, and I have a lemon balm, which is not pretty. It's not happy. I'm not sure what to do about that. I might just have to pull it. But I think it just has been too hot here for it. This bed is my garlic bed. I have a sun gold tomato that I bought at the plant sale back in September, and it just has tons of fruit on it. And I've just been coming out here and pulling them, kind of snacking on them as we go. This one is probably ready. This one's probably ready. But I take all these orange ones in the house, let them finish ripening on the counter, and then I give them to my kids. My youngest is a tomato fiend. It's adorable. He loves them. I have some onions. All right, so I have bulbing onions. Bulbing. I have bulb onions in this bed, that bed, and the back bed back there. It was a mix. I got a sample of onion sets from Dixondale Farms. So there's red, yellow, and white, I believe. And I couldn't really distinguish them. So they are just kind of planted in. I have the garlic. This is like, what's the name? Incellum Red. I think that's the name. This is from Botanical Interests. I have another little pot here. I threw tiny garlics that I didn't think were going to sprout. 2 small garlics, 2 onions, 2 nasturtiums, and another chamomile. I don't know where these 1, 2, 3 nasturtiums came from. I think that they are volunteers because I had one of these little black pots right here and right there that had nasturtiums in them in the spring. Random lettuce that, survived the bird attack. These black pots are all potatoes. I did not think that this was going to work. I bought 1 bag of organic Yukon Golds. I bought a bag of organic red potatoes, and I bought a bag of organic russet potatoes from Sprouts. And I just planted them, and they sprouted. And then as they grew, I added more soil, and this is where we're at now. And I guess it's just the waiting game. Back into this bed, I had this whole row was supposed to be carrots. I have 1, 2, 3 random carrots that survived the birds. I believe this is golden beets that survived the birds. Same as this. Probably, thin it a little bit. Oh yeah, those are definitely golden beets. I have never tried regular beets, but I've smelt them and I'm not entirely sure I want to eat them. So I heard that the golden beet was a lot more palatable. So I got some so I could try. So we'll see how that one comes along. And then this one, that might also be a golden beet. This and this are a purple broccoli, I think, from Botanical Interest. I'll put a picture of the seed pack right here. But I got these from Botanical Interest. It only came with 10 seeds, and I planted 6. No, I planted 4. 1, 2, 3, and I planted 1 over here, and only those 2 survived. So we'll see if we get anything. These are Sugar Daddy snap peas from Botanical Interest. I have never had, I'll show you in the bed behind me. I have never had snap peas look this gorgeous. The tendrils are thick. The tendrils, yeah, their vines and tendrils and their leaves, everything's just so good. Yeah. This is another potato. I didn't think this one was gonna sprout. Because I actually filled this pot all the way up and there's only 1 potato at the very bottom. But turns out plants want to grow, which, speaking of, over here, I threw some random garlics down in the ground, and this, well, something pulled it up, but this was a garlic that sprouted, and it was actually underneath this pot when I found it. I moved it to put it under a shade cloth or a frost cover about a month ago. But yeah, well, that one's gone, but that is also a random volunteer garlic that I did not plant there. In fact, this was a huge problem. This was leaking because I had put one of these T-posts in for my sunshade. I hammered it right in here, and turns out that is where one of our grass or lawn sprinklers is, and I busted it and didn't know because we didn't have the sprinklers going. But yeah, random garlic. Sorry for my tangent. More potatoes. My little inner hobbit is super excited about these. Back to this back bed. Oh, also, this pot and this pot all three of these little black pots had one potato all the way in the bottom. I filled it with soil all the way, and they didn't sprout like the big ones did. So I planted some ranunculus in here because I didn't think they were going to sprout, and I came out this morning to a potato sprout and another potato sprout. And my two little ranunculus over here are getting kind of crowded out. All right, so here is another tomato. This is a Juliet. I was told it's like a Roma that does really well in the desert. So we will see. This plant has been struggling since I planted it in the fall. Now these are not struggling. This corner right here, this is Mammoth Melting Snow Peas from M.I. Gardner. It is like reaching out past the tomato, covering my other random onions. I see I have some carrots that survived the birds, but like I said, I threw 2 whole packs of carrots down in here. Random pepper, I don't remember what this one was, and it died and came back. I have rainbow Swiss chard, which is gorgeous. This yellow and pink, it's just, oh, it's so vibrant. More garlic. These are collard greens, which I was kind of shocked grew. This is a flower. Let's go see. This is probably the only flower that I transplanted and actually staked in. It's not Gaillardia. Oh, it is a scabiosa. The Gaillardia died. Peas. This is a mixture of sugar magnolia. So these ones are the purple potted snap peas, and we have flowers, and they are gorgeous. These are mine and my son's favorite because they're so different. But look, like I said, these are thick, like almost as thick as my pinky. They're just, I've not grown. I've been growing snap peas, I guess I thought successfully, but they've never looked like this. They always look like those sad ones over there. This green one with the flowers on it is more sugar daddy snap peas. Oh, they're so pretty, and the leaves are they're gorgeous. I get all excited. Oh, before we walk away from this bed, this is all celery that I started from seed. I'm super excited about this. So I have like 5 or 6 plants, I think, right here. But they're so beautiful. And they smell so good. They're so strong and fragrant, like absolutely gorgeous. But when I was fertilizing, I noticed there is another one. We can get it to show right in here. Where is it? Yeah, we have another one hiding in the another one just hiding in the jungle of peas. Okay. Yes, and then this on the trellis, these two plants are the thanks. Appreciate that, bro. So yeah, these right here on this cattle panel trellis are the snow peas. So these ones, the snap peas are like rounded. The snow peas are flat, like the ones you get in stir fries. If you didn't know that. Oh, look, more snap peas. Oh, these might be snow peas. I'm not sure. These might be snow peas. There's another one of my little snapdragons. I'm so excited to have snapdragons in my garden. I've only ever had sunflowers and zinnias, and I'm hoping I'll have so many more different flowers this year because I threw down zinnias. Oh, I had cosmos too. Gosh, they're pretty. But last year in this bed, I had some Lysianthus, and oh my goodness, those flowers are gorgeous. Let me put a picture up real quick. These instantly became a new favorite, and they kind of reminded me of like a rose almost, but just a really pretty flower that thrived in the harsh summers here. So back to this. This is a random pepper. I'm not sure what this is. This, hold on. Let me come around. So all of this, there was an Amalfi orange, F1 tomato. There was a Brad's, what's it called? Blue boar, Wild Boar Farms blue boar berry cherry tomato. There was a black strawberry tomato, and I had a sun gold that got like choked out by a bunch of sunflowers. But all in here, in this whole area, there was 8 holy basil plants, and they were hiding. Let me not step on my onions. A couple zinnias and this pepper plant. And it was just a little skinny twig when I pulled all of these out about a month or two ago. But look at all these buds. Like there's so many. And then I have these little peppers here. So I'm thinking like poblano or Anaheim peppers. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Do you know what this possibly is? It's not very big, but there's a couple on here. There's tons of flowers and little buds. I'm really excited about that. And that was planted last spring, so almost a year ago. More onions. Ooh, a random carrot. A weed. Some more nasturtiums. These nasturtiums, this one and one behind this pepper plant, are variegated and they're very pretty. I need to prune this up probably sometime today. This is my jalapeno that I planted back in the spring from the spring plant sale. I've already pulled off like tons of peppers, and we are already like full of peppers again. Hopefully these will survive our frost this weekend, but I'm just not sure. But look at these pretty variegated nasturtiums. There's one down here, one right here, and then this is, I'm not sure what kind of nasturtium, but another one hanging out in my onions. And more peas. I think this is every other one is sugar daddy, sugar magnolia, sugar daddy, sugar magnolia. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. And we got a little jalapeno right there. What? And we come up and we have some purple flowers. Oh, they're so pretty. So I wanted this whole trellis to be just a wall of snap peas, but there was holy basil and the crazy berry, the blueberries. I don't remember. I will put it up, but I was trying to basically overwinter them, but it's not because it was during the summer. I was trying to oversummer them, the tomatoes, so that they would produce again in the fall, but unfortunately they died. Oh, I do have some radishes right here. Probably should pull them. Definitely. But I think what I'm going to do with these, I'm just going to leave them because I just got a book. But in the beginning of it, she said that she lost a radish and she just let it go and that it produced pods that were really good to eat. So hopefully I can do that and try that because I'm very interested. Ugh, weeds. Damn weeds. Okay. But yeah, I'm interested in trying to do some of that stuff. I do need to pull this holy basil soon and start some new ones probably tomorrow. Oh my goodness, they smell so good. But yeah, that is my, here's my garden from the back. Don't mind our lawn. Oh, I also have over here, I think that's an orange tree. I need to move all the rocks and stuff away from the trunk. I think it's a mandarin orange tree. I'm not sure. It was here when we bought the house. Anyway, and a lemon tree. I did pull all the rocks and everything from that back in October. So hopefully next winter it'll be better. But okay, this is my last thing, and it's really cool. It's my neglected grain stock. This is coriander or cilantro. Obviously, it was cilantro. I harvested a bunch of it. And then this was dill. And I just kind of let it go and die. I didn't want to come over here during the heat of the summer and try to keep this alive. And I didn't want to move it under the patio because I also had no way to shade it out. So I just let it die. Sometime over this month, I'm going to dump it all into a bucket and amend it so I can reuse it and start it over. But I put some garlic in here and I see my son put some kale. I think he just threw some kale seeds in here because this is, I believe, kale. And I didn't plant them here, and he was throwing kale wherever he felt like. So we'll see how those survive. I threw some flower seeds in here and some of these cilantro seeds. So we'll see how that goes. But this pot had oregano, it had a loofah that trailed up and kind of trailed over, but it only gave me 2 loofahs and then it died. Probably because I neglected it. But like I said, cilantro, dill, and I found this morning. This is a volunteer cilantro with some dill in here that I did not plant. And the more crazy part of this story is that I have not touched this bucket. These 2 pots did not get any water, nothing on them. I neglected these 2 pots and my green stalk all summer. I refuse to come out here. So the fact that I have not touched this, I just watered it today. Just the fact that that grew with no water and no amendments to the soil is kind of crazy. Very cool. Very cool. And anyway, that is my, don't look at my messy patio. Me and my husband need to come and tackle it. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, I will be coming outside and tackling this patio so that we can put these sunshades up underneath this spot right here. And then I can set up my greenhouse over here. Yeah, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out with me while I gave you a tour of my suburban desert garden. Bye, guys.